super readers and writers. Your kindergarten teachers and I are so excited about how strong your ear muscles are getting. You've been able to hear the beginning of words, the middle, and the end of words. We can hear all of the parts of a word by counting the sounds like this. If I wanted to hear the sounds in cat, I could count them. K, a, t. We could also hear all of the sounds in cat by saying it like a robot. K, a, t. We could also hear all of the sounds in cat by stretching it on our arm like this. K, a, t. Or like this. Cat. We can hear all of the sounds when we turn our ear muscles on and listen really closely. Last time we were together, we looked at some words that have the sound in the middle, like at the beginning of egg, the sound in the middle, like at the beginning of octopus, and the sound in the middle, like at the beginning of igloo. All words have a vowel. Let's practice sorting some words that have the vowel E that says in the middle, the vowel O that says in the middle, and the vowel I that says in the middle. Let's start. Sob. What sound do you hear in the middle of sob? S-ob. I hear like octopus. What sound do you hear in the middle of kid? K-I-D. I heard in the middle, like at the beginning of igloo. What sound do you hear in the middle of leg? Egg. I hear in the middle of leg, like egg. What sound do you hear in the middle of 10? I'm going to try reading it like a robot to hear the middle sound. N. I hear in the middle of 10. What sound do you hear in the middle of box? I'm going to try reading it like a robot. B-ox. I heard in the middle of box, like at the beginning of octopus. What sound do you hear in the middle of mop? M-op. I hear in the middle of mop. What sound do you hear in the middle of sick? S-ick. I heard in the middle of sick, just like in the middle of sit. What sound do you hear in the middle of chip? I'm going to try doing it on my arm. Ch-ip. The middle sound was just like the middle sounded sick. What's the middle sound that you hear in pet? P-et. I heard in the middle, just like in the middle of 10 and leg. What sound do you hear in the middle of sock? S-ock. I heard in the middle of sock, just like in the middle of mop. What sound do you hear in the middle of bed? I'm going to try counting the sounds again. B-ed. I heard in the middle of bed. What sound do you hear in the middle of bib? I'm going to try doing it like a robot. B-I-b. I heard in the middle of bib. Let's read the words that we found. We hear at the beginning of igloo and the middle of sit, sick, chip, bib. We hear at the beginning of octopus and the middle of sob, box, mop, sock. We hear at the beginning of egg and the middle of leg, Ted, pet, bed. All of these words have the sound in them that E makes. All of these words have the sound in them that O makes. And all of these words have the I sound in them that I makes. Every word has a vowel. Today I want to teach you that when we're writing, we can listen for all of the sounds in a word. The beginning sound, the middle sound, and the end sound. We write a letter for each sound we hear. We can fix our writing by looking at it and thinking, is that the vowel that goes in that word? Remember that our vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Every word has a vowel in it. So if you look at your writing and you think, my word doesn't have one of these letters, then you need to listen to the sounds again and fix your word. Today, Mabel and I are going to read a story to you. The story is called The Very Bad Day. Here's the thing about this story, guys. I read this story yesterday, and it was a very bad day. When I read this story yesterday, all of the words looked right. They had all of the right consonants and vowels, and I could read them all. But today, when I went to go read The Very Bad Day, some of the vowels disappeared. Look, this word is missing a vowel. This word is missing a vowel. All words are supposed to have vowels, but they disappeared. Do you think you could help me read this story and add the vowels that go in the words? I think so. I remember the words from the story. So I'll read the story and we can add the vowel that's missing in each word. Let's get started. Are you ready, Mabel? Perfect. The Very Bad Day. I can already tell this person is not having a good day. The title tells me that, and the picture tells me that. Let's open it up to see why this is a very bad day. I fell out of bed. That's what this is supposed to say, but look, we're missing a vowel here and here. What vowel do you hear in the middle of fell? Let's read it like a robot to see. O. I hear in the middle of fell. Which vowel says like egg? E. Let's add in our vowel E to the word fell. Now let's add the vowel that's missing from bed. D. It's another sound, so it's going to be another E. Let's read our sentence. I fell out of bed. All words have vowels, and we added the missing ones. Next page. We have some missing vowels. Let's try to fix them this time before we read the sentence. This is supposed to be the word got. What sound do you hear in the middle of got? G. Ought. I hear ah. Which vowel says ah, like octopus? O says ah, like octopus. This word is supposed to say cat, but it's missing the vowel. What sound do you hear in the middle of k, at? I hear ah. Which vowel says ah? A says ah, like apple. I'm going to add the A to that word. The last missing vowel, this is supposed to be the word leg. What sound do you hear in the middle of egg? I hear Which vowel says like egg? E. I'm going to add the E because that's the sound that I hear. Let's read the sentence. I got a cat on my leg. Does cat make sense? No, this is supposed to say cut. Let's change the vowel to the vowel that says Which vowel says like umbrella? U. I fixed it. Remember that writers make mistakes, but great writers fix their mistakes. I got a cut on my leg. Next sentence. Oh, we're missing a vowel here. This is supposed to say bus. Let's listen for the middle sound in bus so we can add it. Us. I hear in the middle of bus. Which vowel says like umbrella? U again. I'm going to add a U in the middle of bus because that's what I hear in the middle. missed the bus. Oh, this is sounding like a very bad day. Oh, we're missing a vowel right here. It says b-g. But I can tell it's supposed to say bug because I see a picture of a bug. What sound do you hear in the middle of bug? B-ug. I hear Which vowel says like umbrella? U. So I'm going to add a U to the middle of bug. There was a bug in my lunch. Ugh. Oh, we're missing a vowel up here. This is supposed to say bad, but it says bd. Let's make it say bad. What's the middle sound in bad? B, a, d. I hear like apple. That's the letter A. There's another vowel missing on this page. Mom. What vowel do you hear in the middle of ah? I hear ah. That's the letter O. We need an O in the middle of mom. And this is supposed to say hug, like what's happening in the picture. What sound do you hear in the middle of hug? Ugh. I hear Which vowel says U? I'm gonna add a U to the middle of hug. Now we can read this page. We have all of our vowels back. It was a very bad day until my mom gave me a hug. The end. It's time for Fast Phonics. The letter for today is still the letter K. The letter K says K, like at the beginning of koala, or at the beginning of kid, or at the end of bake or cook. I'm going to write an uppercase K and a lowercase k. They're both tall, so both start at the top. Down, in, and out, uppercase K. Lowercase k is tall too. Down, in, and out, uppercase K, lowercase k. K says K, like at the beginning of koala, or at the end of cook. We know that C, all by itself, says K, like at the beginning of corn, or candy, or cat. And K, all by itself, says K, like at the beginning of koala, or kid. But when we put C and K together, they make such a great team that still says K. When we put CK together, it still says K, like we hear in words like this. B-A-C-K. Let's read this word that ends with C-K. B says B, A says A, and C-K together always say K. It doesn't say K, it just says K. Let's read the word. B-A-K. Back. This is the word back. Let's try another word that ends with the K sound that C-K makes. R-A-C-K. We know that C says K and K says K. When we put them together, they make a team that still says K. R says R, A says A, C-K says K. So this says R-A-K. Put it together, rack. This is the word rack. Let's try one more word that ends with the K sound that C-K makes. S-O-C-K. S says S, O says A, C-K says K. Let's read the sounds. S-A-K. Sock. This is the word sock. We're still practicing our new sight words was and she. Was is a word that we use when we're talking about something that already happened. I was asleep last night. I was driving to work this morning. She is a word we use when we're talking about a girl or a woman. She is my mom. She is my friend. She is listening. This is the word was. Read it with me. Was. Spell it with me. W-A-S. Was. Spell it with me like a spooky ghost. W-A-S. Was. Great job spelling was with me. Let's write was on the lines. Was has only small letters, so I'm going to stay below the dotted line. W goes down, up, down, up. A goes around, up, down. S goes back and around like a snake. Was. Let's read she. Read it with me. She. Spell it with me. S-H-E. She. Spell it with me like a rock star. Get your electric guitar ready. Ready? S-H-E. She. Great job spelling she with me. Let's write it on the lines. She starts with a small letter. S goes back and around. H is tall, so I go to the top. Down, little hill. E is small. I go across and around. She. Today we learned that really strong writers have to listen for the sound in the middle of a word and then write what they hear. If we write the wrong vowel or the wrong letter, we can go back and fix it.